At the beginning of every semester, students are already paying thousands of dollars in tuition, housing, and random other fees they'll encounter. Yet after all that, many of us still open our syllabi and realize we have hundreds more to spend on required textbooks just to be a participant in classes. Some students delay purchasing, while others share copies or go without them entirely. As a current student, I've experienced the pressure of paying for required materials immediately when semesters start. That added expense creates stress before classes even begin, and it can impact the preparedness of students. The University of South Carolina should include required textbooks within tuition and mandatory fees because doing so would lower the financial burden the students already encounter. It would guarantee easy access to materials on day one, making overall academic performance better. There are two main reasons for this change. First, it would create financial relief and equity for students. And secondly, it would improve academic performance through the first day, guaranteed access to required materials. According to the College Board's annual report on college pricing, students spend hundreds of dollars every semester on textbooks and supplies on top of already paying expensive tuition. These costs may seem small in comparison to the total amount of tuition, but for many students, this causes financial strain. A statewide student survey conducted by Florida Virtual Campus found that many students delay or skip purchasing required textbooks due to cost, and some reported earning lower grades because they didn't have the proper materials. Without textbooks being included in tuition, access becomes dependent on a student's financial situation rather than their academic ability. Financial equity is important, but this issue goes beyond money. It also directly affects academic performance and preparedness. Inside Higher Ed reports that institutions that put textbooks as a bundle into tuition costs have increased first day access and reduced student stress. When students have materials immediately, they can fully participate in assignments and overall class involvement. Research from Carnegie Mellon University shows that students are more engaged and better prepared when they have consistent access to required materials. Without this access, some students fall behind during the first weeks of the semesters. While some may argue that textbook costs are simply part of college, it's important to consider how these expenses impact both financial stability and academic equity. Including textbooks costs within tuition would reduce financial stress, create equal access for students, and improve preparedness from day one of class. Now that you understand how textbook costs affect students, I urge USC's Board of Trustees and admin to include required materials within tuition.